It's a little bit like think of, you know how in math class, it's like your math teacher will assign, I don't know if you have Mr. Johnson or Mrs. Johnson or whatever, but your math teacher will assign like assignments kind of like along the way, and you practice the math stuff and then your teacher gives you a math test, right? That's a little bit how our music projects work. And so whenever we do an audio tool thing, imagine that like a math assignment. And there's going to be a project at the end where we're going to have to know all the little bits and kind of put them together. I think the C major project is the hardest one because it's the one where you kind of like, whoa, like I didn't know I had to know all this stuff. But we're going to have an A minor project coming up. And I want to make sure that whenever we do these little audio tool things or something about how to read notes, that you guys pay attention really, really carefully. Okay. I have an assignment it's due today, and it's called Label Chord Tones and Passing Tones. Let me show you I'm going to show you what it looks like first, and then I'm going to go and do the lesson about how you would figure out how to do this. So this is what the assignment looks like right here. Okay. And it's obviously a piece of music, and we have a big cloud of CT and PT, and then we have chords down here at the bottom. I'm going to come back to this in a little while, but everyone, if you have your cameras on, give me a thermometer and how much you understand of this. I'm guessing full thumbs down. Good. I hope to take you guys from full thumbs down to like maybe less than that. So I'm going to open up a program that we've used before and we're going to be using again. That's called Flat. This is the one where we used to write our melodies out for C major. Okay. And it just allows me to kind of like write out some nice things. So we'll come back to A minor here in a second, but so we're going to call this A minor lesson. Oh, wait a minute. Hold, this is passing tone lesson. Passing tone lesson. Boom. Okay. And then we're going to need to have, let's go 2 guitars. Okay. So we're going to guitar. They show up over here. I'm going to unclick this use tablature so we just see the notes. Very, very helpful. And we should have 2 lines ready here. There we go. Okay. Now when we're writing a song, typically we choose 4 chords. Okay. And I'm going to start out because we're in the key of A minor. I'm going to start down here with an A. So that's an A right there. I'm going to make this a whole note. And then I'm going to make an A minor chord just by stacking them up. A, C, E. That's an A minor. If you remember from a previous lesson, this would have been last week or the week before. Let's take a look. We had minor chords and scales. And we did this. So this is our list of chords that are in the A minor. I'm just going to pick a second one. Let's go F major. There we go. So I'm just going to pick F major. F, A, C. Switch back over to flat. By the way, this is not something you'll do. I'm just explaining what I'm doing. I'm writing a song right now, but it's going to involve whole tones. Okay, so I'm going to type in F, A, C. I'm picking out some other chords. You guys are just watching. I'm going to D minor. Okay, this next one, D. Oops, that's the wrong note. D, F, A. Nice little stacks here. And then I'm thinking, I'm kind of feeling an E minor. Let's take a look. Yep, E minor's in there. E, G, B. E, G, B. Oops, wrong thing. E, G, B. Okay. Now, when I'm on down here, these are the chords. And up here, I'm going to write a melody. Now, check this out. When I write a melody, the notes that are in the chord are going to sound the best. Let me play an A minor over here. And I'm going to play the note A on top. Right? That sounds pretty good. Let me play the lower. There's an A minor. There's an A. Playing an A minor. A. I'm going to play a C. E. Those are all, as far as I'm concerned, right notes. Here's a note that would sound really bad. It's a B flat. That's a B flat. It just sounds wrong. So obviously a B flat's in the wrong thing. But you know what? If we choose any of the notes from the scale, these notes will kind of fit over any chord, but they won't always, like, how do I put this? They won't fit perfectly with any given chord. So if I play a B, which is not in this chord, it'll work for a moment. Here's a B. So I'm going B-A. That sounds kind of cool, huh? Or I could go from B to C. B to C. Hey, let's take a look at that really quick. So I'm going to write B. Oops. I meant to do this. And then this one's going to be C, and this one's going to be B, and this one's going to be C. So B is not part of this chord, but C is. And this is what a passing tone and a chord tone is. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You guys can't see what I'm doing. So I wrote B and C and B and C. B is not part of the chord, but C is. See it? See it? It's right there. And C is right there. B, C, B, C. So if I were to label these, I'm going to add a little text here. You guys are obviously going to do something different. I'm going to do a little annotation. This would be a passing tone, or PT. And because C is part of the chord, I would go chord tone. B, passing tone. C is a chord tone. Okay. Now, if I go to the next one, I don't have a note yet. I don't have a note yet. So maybe I'll make it a D. Everyone put it in the chat. I am now on a new chord. It's F, A, C. So this is, by the way, an F major. Uh-oh. I did a new tab. This is an F major chord. Put it in the chat right now. If I write a D, is that a chord tone or a passing tone? Layla says PT for passing tone. Max says PT for passing tone. Everyone should go into the chat right now and should be writing PT or CT. Good. Passing tone, because FAC, which is F major, does not include D. So we would put PT. Very nice. Okay. Now I want you guys to take a look at my melody here. As I'm writing, I'm trying to keep all the notes right next to each other. I'm going to now go back to a C. Okay. The note C, an F major, FAC, is that a chord tone or a passing tone? What should I write down? Ethan says CT for chord tone. Very nice. I see a lot of CTs. Because FAC, F major, includes C, I would put CT. Okay. I'm going to make my next note a B for boy. Put it down. Is it a chord tone or a passing tone? Passing tone. Very nice. I'm going to move a little bit faster now. Moving over. I'm going to move this down to the note A. The note A in FAC, is that a chord tone or a passing tone? Boom, John's on it, Ethan's on it, Max is on it. It is a chord tone. Okay. Our next one is, by the way, when we switch measures, we're also switching chords. So the chord tones and the passing tones will actually change. Okay. And I'm going to put an A. The chord has changed. We have a D minor chord here. I'm going to click on this here really quick. This is D minor. You can hear that it's a minor chord, D, F, A. What is A? Good, it is a chord tone because A is included in the DFA, the D minor chord. Looks like we kind of have a downward slope happening here. I'm going to go up to B. Cool, I have 3 notes in a row right here. We have, we already know that A is a chord tone, but we have B, C, D. See if you can put 3 CTs, or nice, Layla figured it out, kind of the order. Yeah, tell me what these 4 would be, starting with CT. Might have to think about it a little bit. I'll give you a clue here because B, we have D, F, A. That's a B, so that's a passing tone. D, F, A. And this is a C. This is a tricky one. This is also a passing tone. I'm being a little tricky right now. And then D, F, A. And that's a D, F. You know, every good boy does. So that's actually a chord tone. And to finish off, I'm just going to include an E here. Oops, not there. I'm just going to include a single E. Is it okay to have like a note that's like that, just all by itself? What do you guys think? It is, yeah. You don't have to fill up your melodies with everything. And down here, I'm going to add a little note because this is an E minor, and I have a nice E there. Everyone, go ahead and put chord tone or passing tone. By the way, I'm going to stick around on the call, guys. Here in a moment, we're going to move off to independent work. It is a chord tone. Okay, so to give you guys an example of this, I'm gonna press play, and so we can listen to what this sounds like. This is not terribly difficult of a skill, but it's going to be tricky for some of you guys. Let's press play and see what it sounds like. It sounds like something to me. And if you guys kind of notice that there's some notes that are passing tones that have a little more tension inside of them. Chord tones sound like they belong. Here's that A minor, here's the B. Yeah, it's like, that doesn't quite work, but I fix it. Wrong, right, wrong, right. So the passing tones aren't wrong, they just have a little less right in them. Chord tone. Passing tone. Okay, let's look at what our assignment is today. Because all it has to do is we're going to label chord tones and passing tones. Okay. You are going to take the PTs and the CTs and you just have to drag them to the right place. Right? Let me give you an example. Our first chord, by the way, we're going to drag the chords too. We have a A minor chord on our first one. So we drag the A minor over. Tells you the notes A, C, E. And if I look here, A, C, E, this, hey, that's definitely part of it. A, C, E, that's the top note there. And that means that it's a chord tone. By the way, I did not have any tricks in here. Like I kind of pulled a trick on you guys today during the lesson. But I'm not pulling any tricks right now. This should be real straightforward. And so your job is going to be to drag down the CTs and the PTs in the right order. I'll go ahead and go through the first maybe 2 measures. If you guys want to follow along, that's fine. If you're ready to go work independently, you can finish this up and also practice for the rest of the class. If there's any inkling that you don't understand, you should just stick around and watch me. All right. I now have the note D. Every good boy does. D is not part of ACE, so D is clearly a passing tone. I'm going to drag that there. ACE, and then I have a C chord tone. So I'm looking down at the bottom, looking at my chord, and making sure that these notes are either in it, chord tone, or not in it, passing tone. The fourth one is a B. B is not part of ACE, so that is a passing tone. By the way, I assume if you're sticking around, you're still kind of hacking through what this means. Okay. Ooh, my second chord. What's my second chord? Looks like my bottom is E. My bottom note is E. Who can tell me my second chord? What do we think? I mean, our options. Oh, I realized I can leave them off to the side. I didn't realize that. It's E minor, very good. So John's got it. Looks like that one's a little annoying. Okay, so I'm going to drag my E minor to the second one. By the way, once you drag it, it tells you the notes underneath. Okay, so I'm E, G, B. E, G, B. And looks like my top note is that note right there, which is a B. So that is a chord tone. It's okay, Layla. It looks like you just spelled me vertically.